guided by our medical team. We are on an ongoing basis making sure that as the government gives new instructions, they form part of the instruction to our staff. So, for example, at this point in time, all our staff on premises are in fact mandated to wear masks. If we don't have, we provide it to them, because that is the latest set of guidance that we have from the government. So the answer to your question is the plan that we had put in place is working on an ongoing basis. It is being reviewed. Like Vince, we have a number of different gates. Like Vince, we are also looking at the next level of activity if it escalates into some of the things that we think are possible. If we get to the stage, for example, where a state of emergency is required, how do we respond? And we have a number of plans and processes and things in place to respond so that at the end of it all, we are able to continue to provide the services. We are able to ensure that the plants don't shut down, those that are critical to our operations, and we are able to provide a level of service consistent with what the expectations are in spite of the conditions that we have to work on. And that is working very well from an NGC standpoint.
Yeah, Mr. Pereira, BHP operates in the global environment and is subject to all the vagaries in a very immediate way of market conditions, which would include at this stage lower demand, lower prices. What is there in the structure of the company that would ensure that there is continuity over this difficult period?
Well, Wesley, with regards to that, so there are two things that sort of define our company at this point with regards to that specific question. One is the strength of our balance sheet, and the other one is the strength of our diversified portfolio. But there's more than that. At the group level, we have a business continuity plan that looks at the group. We've got continuity plans that look across all the regions, and then we have continuity plans within the actual operating areas that we're in. And these are all very well connected, and connected from the perspective of being able to implement seamlessly, but also being able to learn quickly from each other, because this is a fast-changing environment, and as a result, we've got to be able to learn very fast and to be able to implement very, very quickly so that we can, as best as possible, stay a bit ahead. And that's what we've been trying to do. It's not an easy environment in the least. COVID by itself is a tremendous challenge. When you put into that all that has changed with regards to demand in the world, and as a result the price impacts, it just requires that all of our businesses be sharper, and that's exactly what we're doing. So being able to run safely, to run reliably, that's an important part, because the products that we produce are products that help the world. And here in Trinidad and Tobago, part of what we do is to keep industry moving, to help keep the lights on. So it's a huge responsibility, but it's one that we've enjoyed for a long time, and will continue to enjoy for a long time, because we take a very long view of things. So this is an immediate challenge and very, very challenging situation, but we also have a long view with regards to our business, and with that, we get the confidence to keep going.
Now, you mentioned keeping the lights on, and that's something, Mr. Enill, that NGC would be very much concerned about, not only in terms of keeping the lights of the company on, but keeping the lights of the nation on. How secure would you say we are in the foreseeable future when it comes to providing the source of natural gas to keep things going?
Well, see, our mandate and what we intend to do and what we have in place and what we are working towards is to ensure that that continues, and the business continuity plan and all the things that we are doing and the partners that we are working with and the interventions that we have. I think that, and Vince hasn't said it, but there's a very, very integrated plan taking place in the sector at the level of the Point Policers estate. A lot of the plants that are operational, a lot of the businesses that are operating do share information and do have, in fact, in place plans for the management of all the assets and all the resources, so that the event that you are talking about does not exist, or to the extent that it does, we are able very easily to manage any difficulties. So the planning is not only at the level of the individual companies, it is across the board. It is based on protocols that we would have developed over time. It would have been based on scenarios that we had looked at, and it would have also been based on shared learning that we've had as a result of events that would have occurred in the past for which we have built capacity. So we are in the best position at this point in time to continue to do what is required on the basis of the planning that we have, on the basis of what we see, to make sure that there's a reliable service going forward.
Okay. Mr. Enill, can you stay on the line to get it, Mr. Vincent Pereira of BHP? We're going to go to a break now, and we'll be back shortly.